All right, we are live. How's everyone? This is going to be a very cozy, small, low audience live stream because it's just with the few of us. So we get to chill and talk about Islam and Satanism and Illuminati, just to keep it chill. Hold on, let me actually show you some. Let me show you the screen and share the audio. There we go. Share the audio. Okay, hide this thing here. Cool. Wait, I can't just do full screen. This is a little bit just having fun. Nothing so serious today. Just, by the way, guys. What I want to do is when we go over videos like this. Hi, Soha. Hi, Deborah. I want us to see if we could find symbolism that we could use in our art, in our blasphemous art. I could tell you that we're going to be like putting some Easter eggs in all the art that we make. Okay, so references to different things, and we're gonna see if anybody notices them. Some of them are gonna put them so small that maybe like nobody's gonna notice, but we're gonna put them there just in case somebody notices. Anyway, so this is, what is this video called? Hold on. This video is called The Army of Satan, Music Industry, Illuminati Agenda. Okay, we have actually a couple of videos here. Hi guys in the live chat. Good to have you here. So we have like a one by this big channel called Rational Believer, which is an Islamic channel. Another Islamic channel, Digital Dawah, a small channel, just to show you how popular these kind of videos are. A big Islamic channel, a small Islamic channel. Let's just go over it and see what the deal is. Like, guys, there is so many videos like this, and this is, if you're an Islamic channel and if you want to make a content that you know a lot of people are interested in, you talk about Illuminati and Satanism in the music industry. It's a very common tactic. It's a very common, talking about Dajjal maybe is going to be something interesting. Tying conspiracy theories from non-Islamic sources and putting an Islamic spin on it. Yes, only members see this. This is only for members and patrons. YouTube members and patrons. All right. Yeah, that's why it's very quiet and chill with you guys here. We're just gonna hang. We're gonna laugh. This is gonna be funny. Actually, when I play it, let me know if you have the audio. Okay. This says, what does it say? Al-Mu'min Al-Rashid, Rational Believer. How did I do, Soha? How was my Arabic, Soha? The official Arab translator of Atheist Republic. The Army of Satan series. So this is a series of videos. Section 12 is about the music industry. Rational Believer presents. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَشْتَرِي لَهْوَ الْحَدِيثِ لِيُضِلَّ عَن سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. Okay, I think, and the people are those who buy the amusement of speech to mislead others from the way of Allah without knowledge. Is this the Quranic verse? To mislead others from the way of to mislead others from the way of Allah without the knowledge and take it in ridicule. Hey, he's talking about us. Deborah is having flashbacks. Yeah, we should have name for this for ex-Muslims who have traumatic experiences like flashbacks. I don't know what is it called. Post-traumatic Islamic something. We should have a name for it. Without knowledge. What is it, by the way, Deborah? Deborah and Soha here are both ex-Muslims. Oh, and also, I don't know, is Fatima here? No. What is it with like this kind of music of Quranic verses that is so gross to like? I don't understand. Like, did you guys like it when you were Muslim? Because so many ex-Muslims cannot stand it anymore when they leave Islam. Post-Islamic disorder. There you go. Post-Islamic disorder. Post-Islamic stress disorder. Oh, Ayan is also, yeah, I know. Post-Islamic stress disorder. How about that? Those will have a humiliating punishment. Yeah, this you get reminded of this punishment in hell in the Quran over and over again. If you ever get skipped, if you ever like, wait, am I reading a Quranic verse or not? Because sometimes this could be a recitation of a hadith, but if you read this, then you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm sure this is a Quranic verse. Yeah, Deborah saying it was the only music you could listen to and hearing it for hours and hours. Yeah, but I grew up in Iran, so in Iran you could listen to other type of music. But I think there's something so gross about, because I think like everything anti-fun was associated with Islam when we grew up. So I think this is this kind of music just objectively horrible? I don't think it's objectively bad. Like, because other people who are not ex-Muslim, they listen to it, they're like, yeah, I guess it could be like nice to somebody. But I think us ex-Muslims, we're like, what the hell are you talking about? Are you listening to the same thing? This is horrible. I think we associated Islam with everything miserable. And that's why we just like our brain just makes the connection of this kind of sound too. There we go. So PISD. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna forget this. So next time when we mention it, so like remind us. This is a PISD, post-Islamic stress disorder. Perfect. We just came up with a new disorder, guys. We just should be officially written somewhere. And when our verses are redirected to them, they turn away, arrogant, as if they had not heard them. It's talking about Quranic verses. As if there was in their ears deafness. So basically, yeah, this is talking about us. This is referring to us. Like we're listening to these verses and we're going away with arrogance. With what was it? Yeah, this verse is talking about. Wow, this verse is actually acknowledging what is happening right now as we speak. And when our verses are recited to them, like this is the verse. Wow, this verse, guys, these verses are self-aware. Because we're talking about listening to these verses, and this verse is talking about the verses being recited to them, which is us. They turn away arrogantly. Yeah, guys, this verse is not only about us. This verse is specifically talking about what is happening right now as we speak, right? We're listening to these verses and we're turning away arrogantly as if they had not heard them. Okay. This proves Allah, as if there was in their ears deafness. You're like, yeah, like what are we listening to? Guys, we must be safe. Me, you, Soha, Deborah, Ayan, we are probably demonic, because like we're hearing Allah's words and we're having like a cringe reaction to it. So this is probably shows that we have like something evil within our hearts that cannot take the pure, like it's kind of like vampires and the cross, right? So we're like the vampires, and something like so holy is being shown to us, something so pure and holy is being shown to us, and we're having like an allergic reaction to it. Okay, this is because we have like evil in our hearts. Yeah, it's like it's so magical that you've evil if you don't accept it. Yes, exactly. This is it. This is what's happening. So warn them of the painful punishment. Deborah, Soha, Ayan, you've been warned. You've been warned. Come on, guys. Come on. Come back to Allah. We all here, we're ex-Muslims. We're all ex-Muslims here. Well, not all of us, but come back to Allah. Come on. Look at this warning. Haven't you been warned enough?
Everybody likes music. Everybody enjoys music. Everybody enjoys singing and dancing and being cheerful. So why would someone say it's haram? It's very simple. To know the ruling over something, we have to go back to the Quran and Muslim. We are Muslims. We have to go back to the Quran and to the Sunnah. Do we get our religion from out of the Quran and Sunnah? No. If you go to the Sunnah, the most authentic book...
Wait, did you say no? Do we have to go? We have to go back to the Quran and Sunnah.
To go back to the...
By the way, for people who don't know, Sunnah means the way of the Prophet, but what the Prophet Muhammad said and did, and yeah.
Quran and to the Sunnah. Do we get our religion from out of the Quran and Sunnah?
Do we get our religion from out of the Quran and Sunnah? Yes. Why did you say no?
No.
Wait, why did you say no? The answer is yes.
If you go to the Sunnah, the most authentic book for Muslims, any Muslims
is I think any Muslim, Sunni Muslim, Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim.
You would ask him
after the Quran, Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari.
You would say Sahih al-Bukhari.
Yeah, there you go, Sahih al-Bukhari. Wait. Sahih al-Bukhari. Sahih al-Bukhari. Sahih al-Bukhari. I have it. Okay.
This is the most...
So for people who don't know, in Sunni Islam, Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim are the most authentic source of hadith. The most Islamic rules come from the hadith, not from the Quran. The authority of Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim are second only to the Quran, and the hadiths are basically the sayings of Prophet Muhammad.
Authentic book on earth after the Quran.
Oh yeah, this is the most authentic book on earth after the Quran.
And in Sahih al-Bukhari, the Prophet ﷺ tells us that there will be people of my ummah.
Ummah means Islamic community, for people who don't know that.
Making haram things halal.
Yeah, Muslims, he basically saying the Muslims who listen to music and that they're saying Islam is okay, that the saying music is okay. They are basically, Muhammad predicted this. He's saying there will be people even within the Muslim community that make haram things which are sinful in Islam. They will make them halal.
And they would make adultery, fornication.
Halal means acceptable, allowed. They will make adultery, fornication.
They would make silk. They would make consuming...
Oh, wait, they will make silk? What is... Guys, silk, they would make... What is that?
They would make silk.
They would make silk for men. Whoa, I forgot about this. Is silk for men haram? Is silk for men haram? I have completely forgotten about this. Deborah, ex-Muslim plus expert. Soha is the official Arab expert. Deborah is our Atheist Republic baker and also Islamic theologian. Yeah, Deborah is Atheist Republic's Islamic theologian. Oh, Soha is saying yes.
Silk. They would make consuming intoxicant.
They would make consuming intoxicant. I think it means alcohol. Yes, silk is from the devil. The devil. Yes. Yes, it's haram. Yes, silk haram for men.
Khamr, and music instruments halal.
Ooh, look at this evil musical instrument. Look at this violin. Is this a violin? I'm assuming it's a violin. It depends on the size. Okay, I don't know the scale, but I'm assuming this is a violin. Look at it. Look at the strings of the devil. If the Muslim community is making this halal, no. This is the Illuminati agenda, guys. Look at this evil violin. Oh my God. No. Look at this object, this vehicle of terror. Abusing people's ears with sin, molesting your ears and bringing sin into your heart.
4 things. The Prophet.
Yes, I know wine is served in heaven. It's going to be halal once the wine in heaven is different from the wine on earth. How do you not know it, Sayan? Having sex with virgins, having wine, having orgies, all of this is halal in heaven. Just the rules, just because something is haram on earth, that doesn't mean it's going to be haram in heaven. You don't know your Islam, Ayan. Yes, Deborah, I remember that. Stringed instruments specifically are very bad. So I was saying the wine in heaven is not alcoholic. You don't need alcohol in heaven to experience. Yeah, this is like pure ecstasy when you drink alcohol in heaven. Guys, you guys are disappointed that it's not alcoholic? It's better than alcohol. You don't understand what you're missing. You guys don't understand about the wine in heaven. You have no idea what you're missing. You think like, oh, there's no alcohol in it. So what's the... There's something that replaces the alcohol that intoxicates you in ways that you can't even... Your puny minds can't even imagine. Anyways, let's look at this evil stringed instrument.
Prophet ﷺ told us that there will come people who would make these haram things halal.
There will be people there will be Muslims that will say a violin is not evil. He prophesied this. Yes. Allahu alam. Allah knows best.
So the Prophet is the one who told us that music is haram. And the evidence behind it is overwhelming.
Ooh, the evidence behind why music is sinful is overwhelming.
There is no scholar on earth, Muslim scholar, that allows you to listen to Beyonce and Madonna and Michael Jackson and those. That is completely out because, number one, it's dirty, it's filthy, the lyrics are horrible, terrible. They encourage you to move your body and to shake your thing.
They're filthy. They're filthy and disgusting. They encourage you to move your body and your thing. Oh no. Oh guys. This is too good. This is too good. Shake it. I think he's talking about shaking your ass. Right. We have to listen to this one more time. They encourage you to move your body, guys.
Completely out because, number one, it's dirty, it's filthy, the lyrics are horrible, terrible. They encourage you to move your body and to shake your thing.
Shake that thing. Oh no, you Sheikh Mufti. Why? Why didn't you want to shake your ass, bro? Sheikh Mufti. Imagine Sheikh Mufti.
say. May Allah forgive us, really.
May Allah forgive us. Allah protect us from shaking asses. God, they're moving their body. They're luring me into their satanic ways. With them move them body, they're moving their bodies in sexy ways, and they're luring me away from the right path, the righteous path. They're taking me away from the Sirat al-Mustaqim, away from Allah. No, those shaking asses be too sexy.
You move your body, you are sexually hyped up. So it's
You move your body, you're sexually hyped up. Jeez, man.
sexually hyped up. So it's a dirty industry. Ask those who are in it.
Guys, he's describing dancing, right? I mean, does it not give you pause if your ideology is against music and dance? Like, don't you think, like, don't you go into the mirror and you're telling people to stop enjoying music? Music! I mean, dancing, like, who doesn't dancing? One of the most harmless, one of the most beautiful ways of enjoying life. One thing that unites the world, that makes people have fun, celebration, dancing. If your ideology is against music and dancing, don't you like look at the mirror and be like, we're the baddies? Aren't we not the baddies? We're against fun. We're anti-fun. We're anti-harmless fun. When other people, when they see music and people dancing, they're like, oh, look, people having fun, people getting together, people celebrating life, people being happy. And I look at it and I'm like, ooh, evil, satanic, away from a lost path. Don't you think, like, yeah, there's something wrong with me? This kind of, like, does that not give you pause? Shake the butt. Shake the butt. Deborah saying, I think I have a soft spot for Mufti Mink. I think he shakes his thing behind the scenes. Oh. Yeah, shake that thing. Shake that thing, Mufti Mink. We should make... No. Yes, Ian, I think Armin, he can't dance. That's why he wants dance culture to stop. He doesn't have the moves, so he's miserable. He's trying to make everyone else stop.
It's filthy. When you hear about music, you hear about how to attract the opposite sex, and it's all about love and all about, your...
It's all about love. We can't have that. It's all about love. Oh, no. No, the music is about love. We're anti-love. We're anti-music, anti-dancing. We're anti-love.
Your emotions, and so at home you're not happy. When you go to work, you see someone you're working with and you're busy thinking, ooh, the music fits exactly here.
Oh my God. Who does that? Ooh, look at the sound. Guys, does that happen to you? They're like, what is he describing? Like, Deborah, you're wrong. This is a guy that doesn't listen to music. This is a guy that doesn't listen to music, and he's just trying to imagine how music destroys people's lives. This is trying to come up with a way, because, I mean, how often does this happen? Like, you listen to music, and it's about, I don't know, love and, people being attracted to each other. And that music, all of a sudden, you go to work and you see your coworker and she's sexy and she's like, woo! This music just applies right here, right now. Oh my God, this music, like the music that I listened to last night, it's just gonna, like, yes. Does music have that influence on you guys? Like, do you guys become like extra horny for your coworkers because of the music you listen to? I mean, at least if it was like, maybe if you watch like something pornographic or something, like, do you become more handsy on people who you don't know? Like, like, let me see actually what you're saying.
At home, you're not happy. When you go to work, you see someone you're working with and you're busy thinking, ooh, the music fits
Woo! Woo! The music fits exactly here, and so on. Wow. That's the influence music is having on people. Like, oh my god, this music is so perfect. Matches right here, right the situation. What the hell? What is happening here? What is even like?
exactly here.
This is such an out of touch person.
And so on. Things are happening. People are tampering with our minds.
The power
People are tampering with our minds with music. Yeah, they're making us have fun.
that music has on humans' mind has been well documented for thousands of years. Hundreds of scientific studies have proven that music can have a profound effect on human emotions.
No shit. I mean, that's what it's for. Like, I mean, if it doesn't, it's kind of failing. What, like, there's science, we have evidence that music has an effect on human emotions. Okay, as opposed to, I mean, what? Okay, like, is this like a revelation to you guys? Like, yeah, that's why we have music. I mean, it's supposed to. Like, what could? I mean, is it even music if it doesn't have an impact on human emotions? I mean, isn't that part of the definition of music? Like, what? Imagine making a sound that has no effect on human emotions. I mean, is that technically even music?
Sensory perceptions and
A sensory perception of behavior. Yeah, you want to shake your ass when you hear some good music.
behavior.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, oh my god, we have scientific evidence for this. Oh my god.
In 1839, Heinrich Wilhelm Dove made a fascinating audio discovery when he uncovered this strange phenomenon of binaural beats, which are special frequencies within music that affect how brainwaves behave and consequently our mood.
Okay, so the science that he's referring to is a science that shows exactly how it affects us, not that it has profound effect. I don't think anybody doubted ever that music has an effect on our emotions. What is being measured here is what those emotions and what those effects are. Maybe, like, I don't know if they're citing the study well. Not that, oh wow, we discovered that music has an impact on your emotions.
A more recent study in 2012 by psychologist Annette Schirmer uncovered that our perception of the external world can be directly affected by musical rhythm, because our brainwaves become in sync with auditory beats. What's most intriguing about this study is that Schirmer realized that when people move in synchrony, they are more likely to perceive the world in synchrony.
Yeah, that's the feeling that you get when you're inside like a dance club or a rave or something.
This
I mean, that's the whole point of going there.
means that our mental process can be altered simply by using music to manipulate brainwave oscillations.
I mean, aren't you trying? Isn't the whole point of listening to music is to influence? Guys, this is not something, dude. You get the same thing when you drink hot chocolate. Your brain is being altered because you're experiencing something new. It could be a pleasant alteration of your brain, or it could be every single goddamn second that you're experiencing listening to a podcast, watching a TV show, watching this video is altering your brain. This Islamic video this experience is altering your brain as we speak. They're talking about altering your brain waves. Like, taking a shit is altering your brain waves as well. Every thought that you're having, any observation that you're making is altering your brain waves. They're talking as if it's something like, woo, altering your brain waves. Every experience that you're having is altering your brain waves. Wait, Soha is saying something. Well, scientific research also found that the Quran affects you like music. Yeah, everything. I'm telling you, like, do you think when you're in the toilet and there's like you just took a giant dump and you're like, oof, that was a good one? Do you think that didn't alter your brainwave? That altered your brainwave a lot. Oh, Bulbul is here. This reminds me of Ali having an Azan fetish. Music is truly the devil's doorbell. Yeah. Really? Ali, I forgot about this. Ali had an Azan fetish? Oh, wait. He was having sex when the Azan was playing. I think I forgot the story. Oh, is this a... When the brainwave was manipulated by music, your brain will become in sync with music, and this is how your body is getting controlled. You start... Okay, I don't know what if this... I don't trust these people when it comes to citing studies, but if your entire point is that your music affects your brain and this is the reason why you want to move, I'm pretty sure there's a scientific reason for why music wants to make you move, but that's not bad. That's a great thing. Thank you for whatever the reasoning behind this is. Again, all of the scary music and this, like, oh, science tells you that this has happened to your brain and that's why you want to move. Like, you could say that about, I don't know, like, you could say, like, oh, this happens when you drink coffee and all of a sudden you want to move, you become more hyper, and this is what, and you can put scary music behind that and you can make coffee sound evil. Okay. Is this, and your brain becomes ready to accept all of those pre-designed masses. The beats and the notes are so powerful that you quickly memorize the whole lyrics. Those lyrics and the messages affect your behavior. Okay. Great. Good. That means it's working. That's good music. That's good music. If it's really catchy and you memorize the lyrics really fast because it's catchy, and that's good music, I guess. Look at the scary music that they're playing. Well, it's not scary. It's like hypnotic. Wait, they're playing music in the back. Wait, isn't that music in the background that is trying to alter my brainwave so I accept this message that they're trying to tell me? Wait, guys, what is this in the background? Is that not music? I mean, I guess they don't consider it evil music if there's no strings involved, if it's just vocals, right? But technically, whatever they're playing in the background right now does exactly the things that they're saying. Like this message is telling you the things that this music in the background is doing. Listen. That's music, okay? And you're altering my brainwaves in a way for me to be more accepting of your message. That's what you're doing. Ian is saying they believe in science, but they reject Darwin's theory of evolution. Well, they don't think they're anti-science. They just think like maybe some of them believe that that's bad science. Yes. I don't know what that is. Bulbul, what's wait, hold on. Capella. What's a capella? I don't know what that is. Deborah saying you're allowed that kind stupid nasheed with voices and that one kind of drum. Oh yeah, you could do voices with your mouth, and drum is also allowed, but only male voices are allowed. Oh, the oral type. Yes, that's allowed as long as there's no woman involved. If there's any woman involved, guys, we men are weak. Okay, we hear a woman sing, and we just want to fuck them. Okay, and there's nothing stopping us, right? I'm not even. Yeah, you hear a woman sing, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you right now. I understand. Armin, have you ever noticed that every Dawa guy and this type of channel always uses some type of hypnotic music in the background? Yes. They do. So they're trying to alter our brainwaves so we accept the message. Yeah. Oh, a cappella is the music we're just singing. Okay, good. Yes, pitch perfect is haram. Oh. Anyways, let's watch this. Women voices are too sexy. If the beats are stronger, it will even cause a defecate. What? Oh, okay. Defecation in your brain cells. What the hell? Guys, I don't know what they're citing. I don't even know if what they're citing is scientific. But defecation, I mean, our brains are not just our brain cells, our cells as a whole are constantly exchanging chemicals with the bloodstream around them. Is that what it means by is that what am I reading this right? No. I think there's an E instead of an A. This must be something else. Nope. Wait. Defection. I was like, defecation? Are you talking about shitting? Our cells are shitting? No. Oh, here. The desertion of one's country. Defection.
Defection.
What does that mean? I thought it was talking about like our brain cells were shitting. It's defection, not defecation. Oh my I thought like this is literally brain farts. like this is putting it and like this is gives a whole new meaning to brain farts. This is literally brain farts. This is our like, you play music and our brain cells are shitting them. Oh my god. I was like, yeah, this is like oh my god, that would be perfect. Shedheads, brain farts and shedheads makes like became literal just for half a second. Alif is saying exactly. The body isn't manipulated by the music, by neural beats. By neural beats slowly take you in more relaxed or more excited thinking patterns, and even that takes longer than a 4-minute song. Okay, so defection. What does it mean by defection here? Defecation in our brain cells. Defection, yes. What does it mean, defection? Like, are they like they're quitting? They're like, you know what? This. they're like, I can't listen to this. I can't listen to this one more time. Like if I'm listening to some music that my brain cells don't like, the brain cells, like just like, guys, if you guys want to stay here and listen to this music, be my guest. I'm packing my bags. I'm leaving. How does brain cells defect? Oh, there we go. Soha is saying defect, a shortcoming, imperfection, or lack. Okay. So the desertion of one countries. Yeah, this is kind of like your brain cells becoming having your own autonomous zone and saying that we're our own union now.
Music touches the limbic system or the emotional system of our brain, which actually, though slower than other parts, can overwhelm all of the other parts. Think about how we lose our mind when we fall in love.
Sorry, is this audio much better now?
Think about how we lose our mind when we fall in love. And we literally do, because
You guys didn't tell me the audio was so low. How is it? Why is my audio? Look, it keeps jumping back down. I keep bringing it up, and then when I play,
of the power of the emotion.
Ah!
That being said, the music system
guys, does anybody know how I make this audio stay?
has been very unresponsive even to industry applied ratings. All that they had been willing to do was to put parental advisory on the outside of CDs. They would not print lyrics in a visible place. This is complicated by the fact that the Federal Communication Commission has strict limits on what can be broadcast over the air. And
God damn it. This is what these Islamic channels always do. Christian channels do the same thing. They go find real problems in life, and all of a sudden they take it, like, make it exaggerated. Like, hey, look, there's a problem with music. That means it's satanic. It's satanic. The rating system is not perfect. It must be the work of Illuminati. That means that we should abandon all music. It's all haram. The prophet was correct.
historically,
Look at this white X-Man expert saying the same thing our prophet said 1400 years ago.
Popular music has been sold is through airplay. We can't.
Oh, Aleph is saying self-defection is basically cells becoming cancers. So music gives you cancer. That's what they're saying. Music gives you brain cancer. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that's BS.
Expect a system to be put together that will perfectly protect us. We need to protect ourselves.
So get rid of all music, guys. This is how they cherry pick somebody saying there's something wrong with some part of an industry, and they're like, "Ooh, therefore all music is bad."
We need to be aware that these media change us and affect us, and we need to actively understand what they're doing, how they're doing, and make choices of whether we want that to be done to us.
I think nowadays music is probably one of the easiest means to lose your moral sense.
Oh my God.
Music is audio pornography.
That sounds epic, actually. Yes, sounds good. This is an advertising. Yeah. I feel like orgasm from my ears when I hear good music. I like, that hit the right spot. That was perfect. Yeah, I agree with this. Music is audio pornography. Yes, good.
Today, that's what it is.
Good.
It's explicit, it's shameless, it's vulgar.
Nice.
It takes your sense of humanity away from you.
How? No, it doesn't. It enhances it.
It makes you look at women as objects.
It kind of does the opposite. When I look at non-human objects, I don't get horny. So technically, I don't understand even the word objectify, right? When I look at a fridge, I don't feel like I ever want to fuck a fridge. Okay, so I don't understand this whole, when you get attracted by whatever gender you're attracted by, aren't you basically doing the opposite of objectifying them? Because technically they have to be different from non-human objects for you to be attracted to them. I mean, I'm not shaming any objectophiles here. If you're an objectophile, just do it safely. Don't stick your dick into the parts of a bicycle that might cut it off or something. But you do you. Yes, Deborah saying, "Oh my God, we're bringing wrapped candies and positions to own in Islam." Yes. Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, you're right. Actually, it's Islam that objectifies women, like treating them like commodities that you trade in war, and you pass from one person to another as slaves.
Is audio pornography today. That's what it is. It's explicit, it's shameless, it's vulgar, it takes your sense of humanity away from you, it makes you look at women as objects, worse than objects, worse than animals. Just as, and these people are talking about women like they're talking about, an animal, really.
Really? They talk about women like they're talking about, an animal? Really? So, I mean, I don't know what kind of music you're listening to, but I haven't seen many people talking about flirting with pigs and ducks and chickens and dogs and swooping them away in a club and buying them cars. And yeah, I haven't seen like, what are you talking about? Like, like, how many songs have you heard about somebody saying, yeah, I have a pig and I want that pig's lips around to suck me like a lollipop or something? Wait, what are you, like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, everything. Oh my god, what the hell is listening to? So it's basically saying that listening to music will make your brain defect. So according to them, music will make your brain don't function. Music affects your brain in a bad way. Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah.
And when you constantly, listen to garbage like that, then you get deviated. And you
Guys, come on. They're talking about.
You don't find pleasure except in disobedience to Allah, and that's the sign of a sick heart.
What the hell are they talking about? Like, who is this happening to? People. So if you listen to music,
and when you constantly, listen to garbage,
when you constantly listen to garbage, so if you're constantly listening to music as a whole, by the way, because they're not saying there's bad music or good music, they're just saying music as a whole is bad, okay? And they're saying when you're listening to garbage like that, what happens?
like that, then you get deviated.
You get deviated. Wow.
And you don't find pleasure except in disobedience to Allah.
Then the only way to find pleasure is if you listen to music. Then what happens is that your only source of pleasure becomes disobedience to Allah. I mean, with or without music, disobeying Allah is fun, right? I mean, Allah has made many things that are fun sinful, and many things that are extremely harmful, Allah allows them, right? Talking about like getting influenced by music and becoming like getting pleasure from places that you're not supposed to. I mean, if you really take the Quran seriously and listen to it, then you can capture women in war and rape them according to the Quran. And you can have child brides, and you could have slaves and sell them and buy them, and you could, there are other things that I can't say right now because YouTube is going to be taking away. I mean, the level of self-awareness, man, is so bad.
And that's the sign of
we have been going over this. It's just repetitive.
Sick heart.
Oh yes, and music is a whole another area that employs these techniques. Popular music, all popular culture, movies, TV, music, they carry messages, and it's not just entertainment. Entertainment is not value free. It has ideological content. It presents a worldview that influences,
just like this video,
the people who are watching or listening. So we've got this disconnect, thinking that entertainment is harmless.
No,
when it's the most important delivery system of propaganda, because it influences people without their conscious awareness, and that's
the same thing you're doing with your Islamic with your Islamic dawah. yes, entertainment could be harmful, it could be not harmful. You have to evaluate it individually based on evidence rather than outright throwing out all form of music.
The ultimate in controlling people in society is to do it without them being aware of it.
Now,
Whoa.
you can't even listen to the lyrics because they're so disgusting, right?
They're not as disgusting as the Quran. Have you heard any music that tells like that allows you to go murder people, kill their husbands and brothers and fathers, and then capture them and force them into submitting to you, and then rape them? Have you heard any music like that? Because I only get that from Islam.
They are so filthy. And Fakhruddin al-Razi in his commentary says about the verse in the Quran where shaitan,
Shaitan means the devil.
that you will try to seduce them with your voice. He says by giving them foul lyrics.
Wow, so music is the devil's voice. That's epic. That's kind of metal.
That their children will memorize and repeat. That's in Mafatih al-Ghayb. That was in the 13th century. So what are we doing now? This is the khutuwat of shaitan. He's taken people by degrees. 2.5 hours per day for teenagers in the United States listening to music. 2.5 hours.
Boom, 2.5 hours per day listening to music. Evil music.
Per day. 1 in 3 popular songs now contain explicit references. The number of times an adolescent is exposed to explicit substance references, 35 per hour. They're listening to 2.5 hours a day, 35 per hour, 84 per day, 591 per week, being told about alcohol and drugs in these lyrics. These are the khutuwat of shaitan.
If kids are listening to music about things that they're not supposed to be listening to, then that's the failure of the parents or whatever. Whatever control mechanism that needs to be in place in society for kids not to get exposed to the content that they're not supposed to. I would say it's also a bigger failure of society and parental supervision and any control mechanism that is introduced in society. If a kid gets exposed to Islam or the Quran or the Hadith, I can tell you that that's billions of kids, being exposed to Islam without their choice since childhood and being brainwashed by it in a much more efficient and dangerous way than the music industry can ever even dream of. Keep your children away from Islam, right? So there's that. Imagine all the kids growing and again, when you listen, as a kid, when you're listening to music, nobody's suggesting to you, by the way, everything you're listening to through this iPod or whatever is direct revelation from God and it's all true. Okay, they're like, I don't know what the music is saying. I'm just like, I like the tunes and I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna dance to it, right? Nobody's suggesting that. Even if there's some bad, most music doesn't have really any problematic teachings in it. But even if some of them do, and even if your kids get access to it, and they were not supposed to get access to it, the vast majority of them are not going to think like, oh yeah, I have to follow this because this is revelation, the direct word of God, and it's all 100% true, and I have to agree with it, right? Nobody thinks that. But you do that to children with your Islam, and you tell them exactly that. You teach them more harmful ideology, and you tell them that this is the truth, and they have to accept it 100% or burn in hell. So, yes, hypocrites. Hold on. Oh, yes, I know that one. So it's saying, well, according to an Islamic preacher, that the Islamic world is lacking behind because they are not practicing Islam correctly because they stopped invading others. Oh, AGA is here. Yes, you're late. I'm disappointed. Consider me disappointed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
30,700 a year. References to drug or alcohol in songs. Pop, 9%. Rock, 14%. Hip hop, R&B.
Pop, 9%. Okay. Rock, 19%. Hip hop, 20%. Wait. References to what?
References to drug or alcohol in songs.
Okay, drugs or alcohol. I bet you they're including weed in here, which is not really that bad. And references to alcohol. I mean, references to alcohol doesn't seem as evil as they're making it sound like. I mean, kids know adults drink alcohol. That doesn't mean that they think it's okay for them to drink alcohol. Like they know, like most of them understand it's not for them. Like if it's not in the music, they're not going to be hidden from this understanding that, oh yeah, grown-ups drink alcohol. Like they're not going to be hidden from that fact. Like they're not going to go drink alcohol because, god damn it.
Pop, 9%. Rock, 14%.
So this is the worst. Okay, so we're trying to be convinced here that this is like all filthy and disgusting, and they're like, oh yes, like 20% of hip hop has reference to drugs and alcohol, and this is the worst thing they could find.
Hip hop, R&B, hip hop.
Yeah, alcohol. So if somebody says like, oh yeah, I'm drinking, I'm gonna go Friday night and we're gonna be drinking, they're like, evil, save the kids, save the children. This song had a reference to alcohol.
20%. Country, 36%. Rap, 77%.
Did you see that? Boom! Did you hear that? Rap, 77%. Look at this. Look at this fear-mongering. Like they keep telling you that music is trying to alter your brain so that you accept their messages. And look at what they're doing. They're like, boom! Rap, 77% evil.
Country, 36%. Rap,
boom.
77%.
Do you hear that? No.
And we've got all these kids listening to rap.
Oh no.
This is what they worship, these Satanists.
This is what they worship. They just connected the entire music industry to Satanists.
Baphomet. If you notice, he's androgynous, so it's a male-female mixture.
Oh my God.
Also making these signs. You see the signs he's making using this sign because 11 is the devil's.
Okay, so guys, we need to, when in our future art, we need to have like some references to this stuff just to mess with them. Okay, we just have to mess with them. Oh my God, rap. Wow. Sufi music is literally the best thing to come out of Islam. I am shook. Bulbul. Sufi music even music though? It's more like meditation sound. But guys, we need to like, I want us to, in our future art, I want us to have like small little hints here and there to these kind of like, just to like get people riled up.
Number, because 11 is 1 beside 1. In their numerology, they use 11 a lot, and they like multiples of 11. 11, 22, 33, 66. They like these multiples. In their magic, they know the secrets of numbers, and so they use numbers. The Prophet ﷺ, when they used magic on him, they blew on 11 knots. 11 uqda. And this is why the Mu'awwidhatayn has 11 ayahs, because it protects against their magic.
Jesus Christ.
So this is real stuff, people. I'm not.
This is real stuff, people. I know I sound like a loon right now, but this is real stuff. This is real stuff. Come on, just believe. Come on, man. Just believe me.
It's against their magic. So this is real stuff, people. I'm not making this up. This is real stuff. You can see Madonna imitating here Baphomet, right? Because she's one of them, and she's a numerologist. She is a numerologist. She practices numerology. Lady Gaga's got tens of millions of followers. So the devil has plenty of followers on Twitter.
I wish. Oh, I miss Twitter.
Now this man over
Guys, I'm still suspended on Twitter. What is the devil's official Twitter account? I think I followed him.
here. Now this man over here, LaVey, started the Church of Satan.
Hey, I have this guy's book. LaVey. The Satanic Bible. LaVey.
He wrote a Satanic Bible, and he explained that that symbol that they're all doing, that symbol, he said, was a curse symbol of devils. That's the way they put curses on people. And you've got people at rock concerts, they're all doing it, thinking it's cool. Marilyn Manson was a follower of Anton LaVey. He has tens of thousands of people go to his rock concerts. He has them openly denounce God. Openly. He says, I want you all to reject God tonight. And
Yeah, wait, great. That sounds awesome. He did that? He did that? That's so good.
openly, he says, I want you
Is this true? Because this is like he's trying to fearmonger here. I'm like, if this is true, that's based.
all to reject God tonight. And they all do it.
They all reject God. That's fantastic.
So this is
Yeah.
real stuff, people.
I hope so. I hope this is real stuff. Did he really do that? He told everybody in the audience to reject God, and they all did it?
He's very committed to this. He takes it. He's a minister in the Church of Satan. And
Okay, guys, for people who don't know, this is not a real... I mean, do I need to explain this? You guys know this, right? I don't need to tell anybody here, right? This is like satanic symbolism used as a way to spread a certain philosophy. And right now, the Satanic Temple in the United States is mostly used to troll Christians and to fight for separation of church and state and to keep religion out of schools. This is a good thing.
they use music because music is fitna. It's enticing. It's sexual.
It's fitna! Music is fitna! It's enticing! Get away with your devilish ways, luring me. You're molesting my ears.
You like it. It's enjoyable.
Yes.
Now here's my
It's too good. No, this piece is gonna make me shake my ass. The devil is shaking my ass. I can't help it. Allah, save me.
Miley with her little horn hair. Right? What is
Yeah, Manson fans wouldn't be real believers anyway. Yeah, I think the people in that audience had rejected God a long time before they arrived there.
right? What is this? She had millions of followers of little kids in America, and this is what she turned into.
Yeah, it's kind of an improvement.
And if you look, you see, where did she get that? Kali.
Wait. What? I was not expecting this. What? Guys, what? I was not expecting this. I'm serious. I was not expecting... Callie is here. Guys, what a surprise visit. What a turn of events. Callie! Sexy Callie is here. Guys, oh my God. This is Sexy Callie, guys. Our first art, the blasphemous, I don't know if people who watch this later know, but this is how all the blasphemous art projects begin. Callie! Guys, I honestly did not expect this all of a sudden to turn on Callie. Really? She got... Wow, guys, that means that in our blasphemous art, yes, Armin, your girlfriend is everywhere. Yeah, I know, right? She snuck up on me like that. This is a message from Callie herself. Guys, I had no idea Callie would be in this video. And just what are the odds? What are the odds? you guys know that there are like hundreds of videos about um Islamic videos talking about Illuminati and Satanism in the music industry, and I've never seen any of them refer to Cali. And I just so happens I picked one that has Cali in it. But guys, this ties everything together, because I was thinking of like having satanic symbolism in our blasphemous art and connect that somehow to transsexuality, because a lot of Islamic and Christian conspiracy theories involves with this is how they all tie together. Okay, before even Cali was involved on, now I have an excuse to add on Cali to it, right? So this is like, because I thought I could connect Illuminati Satanism with Christianity and Islam and transhumanism through transgender, through transsexuality, because the devil, basically the fruit of knowledge, Prometheus is fire, individuality being independent from God, getting knowledge from the tree of knowledge and becoming like gods. Basically, that conspiracy theory has this idea that humans are trying to become like gods through knowledge by becoming independent from their bodies, right? And as somebody I am somebody that is very much looking into transhumanism as something that is the only hope for the human race, as a way for us to dominate over our own nature and become fully free, and to avoid death and disease as a whole, and starvation and disease and hunger and everything else. And I do think that transsexuality is lowering the normalizing and improving acceptance to transsexuality is going to remove people's guards, and promote acceptance and altering your body, and eventually they're going to also accept. It's going to make it easier for people to accept transhumanism, right? So I knew I could tie all of this together. So as somebody that wants to promote normalization of transhumanism, I thought this whole conspiracy by a lot of Christians and Muslims that this is all satanic, it's perfect for us to use satanic symbolism to promote transhumanism, right? To normalize transhumanism, right? Because that's what this is the big taboo that they're all trying to scare everyone. So if they want to try to scare everybody from transhumanism, we're going to jump on that, and we will like, oh, this is what you're scared of, so we're gonna promote that, right? I didn't think there's going to be any way for us to connect that to all this anti-Hinduism blasphemy that we're doing. But if there is a way that we could get Cali somehow involved with all of this, then everything we're doing all of a sudden becomes tied together. Like if I could find an excuse to tie Cali to all of this blasphemous art, then it will be complete. Like everything will be complete. It all comes full circle. We all went back to where we got started. Everything started with Cali, right? And now we're going back all the way to Cali. Yes, so I was saying, now I love Sexy Cali even more. And Soha is using the Sexy Cali emote. Guys, you guys have the sexy... Oh, you guys are you guys using the Sexy Cali emote? Our members are able to use the Sexy Cali emote. Ayan, you don't have access to it because... Oh, no, you do. Ayan, everybody, use the Sexy Cali emote.
A demon from the Hindu tradition of...
A demon from the Hindu tradition. Don't talk about my Cali like that. She's a goddess. She's a demon killer. What are you talking about? He's calling my Cali a demon. Dude, she's a demon killer. You see all the skulls around her neck? Those are the skulls of the demons that she killed. She's not a demon. I mean, no offense to demons, But Kali is not a demon. I'm not hating on demons. I'm just saying be accurate.
A demon from the Hindu tradition of destruction, because this is a destroyer of the innocence of youth.
Yes, this is Kali. This is, oh, really? Is this tongue out a reference to Kali? Wait, I know. What was that other Painted Black? Who said that? Who said that? The Rolling Stones, right? You guys, the Rolling. Do you guys know the? Wait, the Rolling Stones image. Is that the logo? The Rolling Stones logo. Oh, there we go. You guys know this, right? This is the music band, the Rolling Stones logo. This tongue here. This is a reference to Kali. Do you guys know that? Wait, am I right about this? I've been told that that's a reference to Kali. Yes. Kali, the Hindu goddess Kali was the inspiration for the Rolling Stones logo. So, see, guys, Kali is everywhere. Yeah, she's the ultimate badass. Well, the ultimate badass is Lilith. We need to make some maneuver. We need to work on Lilith as well. I need to introduce Lilith to the world. I'm so surprised that more people don't know who Lilith is. At some point, our art is going to just be like us having fun with mythology rather than always trying to be blasphemous, because there's just so much fun. But we could still always include some symbolism that makes it blasphemy.
It's a destroyer of the innocence of youth.
The innocence of the youth. Save the children. The children. Save them. Somebody think of the children. Well, Deborah's saying, I like Miley Cyrus even more now. I didn't know. Is this really Miley Cyrus's tongue really a reference to Kali? Because if it is, now all of a sudden it went from a childish act to a cultural reference to something ancient. Like this became, if it is, I don't know if, because this, I don't trust this Islamic video of being honest to us. But if this tongue out is actually a reference to Kali, that's pretty dope. That's pretty badass. I mean, that's like very cultural, right? That is very big, that's like, okay, this is like a lot more interesting than I thought. I thought it was just like a sex thing. Now I realize, like, if it is actually a reference to Kali, there's a lot more meaning to, it became a lot more intelligent and culturally more significant to me than it seemed to be before. So this video is trying to make me feel like, oh, look at this, tongue out, so vile. I'm like, wow, Miley Cyrus, really? This is a reference to Kali? Kudos to you for referencing ancient mythology.
She has literally, she's possessed by Kali.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to be possessed by Kali.
And she couldn't stop putting her tongue out. She was even asked, why do you do that? She said, I feel compelled to do it because this is who's really moving things around. Kali, a demon.
Kali is not a demon, you fucking moron.
If you notice, they use also backwards. It's haram to recite the Quran backwards. This is what.
Wait, what? A recording. Interesting. Maybe when we make guys, maybe when we make the animation of our art, when we make the video animation of our blasphemous art, we could play the core, like we can make a remix of a backward recitation of the Quran. What do you guys think? As the music, we could pay some people to take their recitation of the Quran, play it backwards, and somehow make it sound nice by remixing it and adding some beats to it. And that would be the background music.
To recite the Quran backwards. This is well known because in magic they recite things backward. Aleister Crowley taught them to learn how to talk backwards. John Lennon actually knew how to speak backwards. There's recordings of him speaking
Must be satanic.
backwards. And they do backmasking on their albums where they actually play things in reverse. Led Zeppelin, followers of Aleister Crowley, did this on one of their albums. So you're getting literally magical messages.
I think that we all, as artists, because we're highly sensitive people, and this machine around us, this so-called music industry, is such a demonic thing. It sacrifices people's lives and their essences.
The number one problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia.
Oof.
That's the biggest problem for children in this industry.
To just have to like, oh my god, they cannot. You know what? Just be like, they commit genocide as well. Why not? Why not? Why not? Just be like, oh my god.
The casting couch even.
You know, okay, so is there a problem in this industry with that? Probably. I don't even have to check, and I could tell you there's probably, right? Every time you have an industry where there's a lot of young talent involved, there's going to be people that are going to try to take advantage of that and, you know, use their position of power to make their sick fantasies happen, right? You know, for example, an example of where that happens. Do you guys know? Like this happens everywhere. Whenever there's young talent involved and people in position of authority that have to make a decision to make or break someone's career, all of a sudden they are given a lot of the excuses and methods to all of a sudden come up with ways to manipulate people that are too young to do things that these people in position of authority want to do that. Like that's going to happen, unfortunately, and we have to come up with ways to stop it. But this is exactly what happens in a much more significant way in religious institutions like the Catholic Church or Islamic madrasas. Especially, it happens more there is because there's the checks and balances when it comes to making sure that the people that are giving the authority to take care of our children are available less there. People are trusted because they're religious or their religious authority even more. And the parents have this false understanding, false sense of trust with religious figures because there must be the imams or the priests must be good people if they're holy men. So children are put in vulnerable situations where parents have, didn't go over making sure there's more checks, more investigation, and more demand for credentials and more demand for background checks and everything that is needed before you entrust somebody with your children, right? So as much as this might be a problem in the movie industry or in the music industry, there are more actions being taken in these industries into trying to minimize this than what you see, the actions that you see in Islamic schools or in the Catholic Church so this is a major problem there as well. This is not anything to do with the nature of music. This has more to do with giving adults the authority and in an industry that involves a lot of young talent, and this is just going to be a unfortunate side effect that there's a real push for minimizing.
applies to
Yeah.
children.
Oh yeah. Not in the same way. It's all done under the radar.
Nobody talks about pedophilia.
It's the big secret.
It's not everybody's talking about it. When was this video made? Everybody constantly talks about this. What's the big secret? It's not a secret. This whole Hollywood, they said it, pedophile rings or whatever. It's like it's now it's not only not a big secret, it's been exaggerated to bizarre conspiracy theories that assumes everybody in Hollywood. They're going after everybody in Hollywood, everybody in the music industry, as if they're in on it. It's the opposite of big secret. It has now been exaggerated to insane levels.
And it's widespread?
Oh yeah.
Who the hell are you, and why should we trust you? I don't know what that guy is. Like, yo, this one white guy said it in this video. Again, these are people that think, again, one thing you note in Islamic videos is that they think, like, listen, you don't have to believe us. This white guy, this is like inferiority complex that you see it from a lot of Islamic videos. Like, come on, like, this white guy said it. It must be right.
And it's widespread.
Yeah, I exactly. They're talking about. Thank you, Ayan, for reminding us that these people that made this video have a prophet that had sexual intercourse with a 9-year-old. And they don't even deny it. And they consider that man to be the perfect role model for all men at all times. And these are the people that are complaining about pedophilia. Thank you, Ayan. I don't know how that even escaped me. Yeah, Bobo also. Like Muhammad. Yeah, exactly. How is that not the first thing I went to when they said this? This guys is just too easy. I don't know what I mean. Do we like, guys? Look at this, okay? This channel has around 400,000 subscribers. No, wait, this has 400,000 views. Jesus Christ! 400. This is like 400,000 views. Wow. The amount. God damn it. Why is it so easy to spew nonsense and have this many people? Guys, sometimes I feel like we have, like we're dealing with such, which is with the tsunami of insanity, and we're just like so small, like and so insignificant in the face of all of this bullshit. And I'm like, what do we even do with all of this? But then I look at like the progress we made in the past 100 years, and that gives me hope.
Spread?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what Ian, I don't know what you're saying, but if you're spoiling the video, please stop it.
You're doing really well now, but didn't you release a say?
Guys, by the way, do you guys notice? I only noticed this right now.
And it's widespread?
Oh yeah.
You're doing really well now.
You guys know why you guys noticed this, right? It's all the blurry parts. They're trying to make it Islamic, right? Like, look, they're even blurring, so the face is showing, but all of this is like too sexy for us to see. Like, this woman is not nude or anything, but it's too sexy anyway, so that's why they're blurring it. They're even blurring her hands. God damn it, man. They're even blurring her hands.
Now, but didn't you release a CD like almost 10 years ago?
Look, Katy Perry, they're blurring everything. Just the face is showing.
Yeah, I mean, I released a gospel record when I was 15 because I grew up in, a household where all I ever did was listen to gospel music, and my parents are both traveling ministers, and so I kind of sang about, what was going on in my life at 15.
Look at this. You get this. This Illuminati, it's the eye. It's the I have Horus. I have Horus.
You know, what
Or
was
I have Ra. Same thing.
going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. 'Cause I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
I sold my soul to the devil.
Guys, that's that. I think the people who made this video, they don't know that's just an expression. Whereas music is one of the strongest tools of Satan. Music is one of the strongest tools of Satan. He uses it to deliver his message to the society in order to corrupt their hearts. Okay. And since the music industry is being controlled by Satan, any musician who wants to become famous needs to make a contract with Satan. Wow, that's actually, now I wish I was in the music industry. A contract in which they sell their soul as a price of fame and wealth. Guys, does it only work with music? Can I do the same thing? I mean, this seems like a pretty good deal. I mean, what's the point of a soul? There's no such soul. So the devil is just basically taking something that doesn't even exist and is giving us fame and wealth. Does this only work with the music industry? Can we not do that in other industries? Does the activism industry also allow this to happen? Guys, any of you in the music industry? Can you put me in touch with the devil? Please tell him I'm a big fan. They even admitted in their songs lyrics. Oh, Eminem, my darling. And the dark shall emerge from the fiery depths of hell and swallow the hollow who dwell in the shadows of all who are willing to sell their souls for this rap game. And it goes 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Am I gonna get a copyright strike for just reading this? Oh yeah. So 1 2 3. Wow, that's pretty clever. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So wait, if you say 1 2 3 3 times, you're saying 666, because if you add 1 2 3, so you can't count. So every time you say 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, you just said 666. You just said 666, because if you add one, I mean, I used to take them dance classes. We kept on saying 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 so many times. I didn't know we were saying 666 every single time. But guys, sell their soul to the devil. That's like just an expression. It's an expression in English language, which just means like you gave everything. You gave up everything you have. You gave up your soul. You made a huge, yes, it just means you made a huge sacrifice. That's what it means. It doesn't literally always means I literally talked to, every time you see I sold my soul, that doesn't mean it's proof Eminem literally had a face-to-face meeting with the bringer of light himself. Lucifer himself sat next to Eminem, and they had signed a contract over a cup of coffee, and the devil left with the soul, and that's how Eminem became famous. This is a full admission and proof provided, and undeniable evidence. By the way, I'm not exaggerating. They literally think that these musicians signed a literal contract with the actual devil. Like not metaphorical devil standing for evil or anything. No, the actual devil and Eminem signed a contract with each other. That's what they genuinely believe. I'm not even exaggerating. You guys think I'm exaggerating, don't you? I'm not exaggerating. This is what they genuinely believe. They think like Katy Perry signed a contract with the literal devil, not like as a symbolism for like things that is wrong with society and all. No. The devil gave like, hey, Katie, hi, Lucy, hey, Katie, hey, how are you? How's it going? Like, oh, so about that contract, like, Wednesday, yeah, sure, okay, like, well, let's meet up, and there's the contract, and you sign here, and you sign there, okay, cool, so, yeah, so how's the family? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I'm just pretending to want to chit chat, but I have to go. So many contracts I need to sign. See you when I'm here. When you're dead, so I can collect your soul. Okay, see you. Bye. That's what they think. Yeah, that's what they think is happening. Yes, I want a devil contract too. Imagine, guys. If I ever sign a contract with the devil, I'm not gonna be so secretive about it like these musicians. Okay, I'm gonna come and show it to you guys. I'm gonna be like, guys, look at what happened. Guys, we made it. We signed a contract with the devil himself. We're rich and famous. I don't know what this means. It also works if you multiply. Oh, yeah, it does. You're right. I thought you were talking about having babies. You should tell them that. So 1, 2, 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 6. So every time you say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Guys, we need to use these references in our art. Okay? We need to use these kind of references in our art as a way to mess with these people. Michael Jackson. Money. Anything for money. I'll die for you. Would die for you. I even sell my soul to the devil. Yeah, guys. Oh my God. They actually think these musicians literally meant.
I believe in the Illuminati. There is.
Who's this?
A certain level that you get at. That you can't go no further. Unless you're aware of certain things. And I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain level that you get to. That there's a door that you have to walk through.
I mean, this is like really Illuminati. Illuminati, hello? Maybe keep your people in check. You're not a very secret society. If your people are going around and just literally just saying like, oh yeah, I believe in Illuminati. Like these are your people, right? These are your agents, and they're just walking around and telling people that, yeah, there's Illuminati, and you get to a level, and after that, you need help from the Illuminati to progress, okay? I mean, you're supposed to be a secret society. Do you know what secret even means? Who is this guy, by the way?
And it's on you to walk through that door. And once you walk through that door, it's no problem.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there. Like
true.
Like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like you're gonna end up on a one-way street. And
it's funny how people that keep telling us things are metaphor don't understand how this is a figure of speech. Yes, AJ, the secret society everyone knows about. Well, the devil hides in plain sight, AJ. The devil's trick is for him to hide in plain sight.
Nowhere. Like that's just the truth. I've seen so many people like forsake their moral code and their value system for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really
that's
not.
True.
I swear to Lucifer. I swear to Lucifer.
I swear to Lucifer as well. Wait, that was. God damn it. Why would they not play the entire thing? This is like, oh my God.
Lucifer, I swear to Lucifer.
I wish I knew what the context for that was. Sadly, these messages of Satan are being followed by billions of people. I mean, if that's taking them away from Islam, that's fantastic. Thank you, Satan. Thank you, Satan. Thanks, Satan. Guys, say thanks, Satan, in the live chat. Yeah, this is, guys, it's the, if you go from Islam to Satan, that's like a major upgrade. Armin didn't recitation of Quran text in a poetic manner started after Al-Shatibi because he was a poetic recitation was, I don't know. You know more, you seem to know more about this than me.
We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ.
That's not true. That's the opposite. When was this video recorded? People's average IQs are increasing dramatically in the past couple of years.
In other words, a dumbing down,
That's completely the opposite of what's happening.
chemical dumbing down of society.
Not
So
true.
everyone's sort of mediocre. That leaves them dependent on government because they can't excel.
Well, that looks pretty epic. What is this?
We have these people of lower IQ who are totally dependent. Then we have this mass of people who are going to believe anything they're told because they can't really think clearly.
You mean like following Islam, where it literally tells you to just accept it without doubting it? God damn it, man. The level of self-awareness again.
And very few people of very high IQ.
What is this video? This looks pretty epic. Look at this. I want this. Can I use this? How did they manage? Guys, how do they manage to use these imagery without getting copyright strikes? Is this like a stock image that they paid for? I want to use this in our videos.
Who have good cognitive function, who can figure this all out.
Wow.
That's what they want.
Where is this from? That's pretty cool.
So, you know, you can kind of piece it together as to why they are so insistent in spending so many hundreds of millions of dollars of propaganda money to dumb down society.
Now
That's not happening. That's the opposite. But hey, if you're a Muslim with some inferiority complex to white men, then here's a authority figure because it's a white man telling you, so it must be true. I'm telling you guys, it's, you think I'm exaggerating, but the inferiority complex is real, right? You could be like, hey, if you don't believe our Islamic scholars telling you something, here's a white man telling you it must be true right now, right? Like, you think I'm exaggerating? I'm not exaggerating. This like literally, that's how the inferiority complex works. Do you guys agree, by the way, Soha, that that's the level of inferiority complex that they have? That, like, for example, the main proof. Let me show you. A lot of Muslims give me as, I don't know, I can't find it. The number one proof that I heard that Muslims give me for why Muhammad was such a great guy was that he was recognized by this white man as the most influential man in the world. That's the number one thing that keeps getting sent to me. Like, look, Armin, this white man said Muhammad was the greatest, so it must be true. Ed is saying recent IQ scores in Sweden were decreasing last time I checked. Recent by how recent you're talking about? If you look at, there's always going to be up and down, but if you look at the past 100 years, there's a dramatic increase, right? So you can't, short-term trends doesn't really mean much if you look at a much longer term trend, because there's never going to be, whenever there's an increase, it's never going to be a straight line, right? There's going to be general upwards trends with short-term up and down. Yes, Soha agrees with me. Yes. Oh yeah, Michael Hart. That's the guy. They're like, ah, look at this. The Muhammad is true. He's great. White man says so. White man says so. Oh, Idris is trying to find the data. I'm happy to be corrected. But in the past 100 years, the average IQ on the planet has gone up significantly. That was my understanding. If I'm wrong about that, correct me.
You see in the West.
And yeah, so don't make it like short-term trends and also geographically specific, like Sweden. It needs to be like global and long-term trends.
People listen to music all the time. They have they're always plugged in. They get in their car, they turn on the music.
You know what? I actually have to say something. Guys, music is great and fun. But think about all the time that you're spending listening to music when you're exercising, when you're doing the dishes, doing the laundry, lifting weights, walking your dog. That you think about all that time if you were listening to, I don't know, audiobooks. I'm not saying sacrifice your music entirely, but consider how many books or educational YouTube videos you would have finished by now if hours and hours of that time was spent on, at least half of it. You know what I mean? Make it half of it music and half of it, audible or educational YouTube videos. Think about the wealth of knowledge that you would have now if you switch it, just some of it.
They walk.
So yeah, just consider it. By the way, why am I not getting paid by Audible? I need to figure out a way, because I keep promoting Audible and they're not sponsoring us, and they sponsor everybody. So I need to figure this out. I keep telling you guys that you need to download Audible because it's like really effective way of consuming information. And I see all these other YouTube channels like, link to this book and link the description, and we get like bonus if you go through our links. And I'm just doing this for free without getting anything. I need to figure out how to get a sponsorship link.
They put in their earphones and they listen to their music, and people have long playlists. They spend a lot of money on these things, and so they're long.
It's just on your phone. You don't have to spend that much money. Okay, it's just on your phone. God damn it! And by the way, if you're doing any kind of intense cardio, or weightlifting that you're trying to push yourself, music is fantastic. Okay, like if you're like lifting weights, and you usually could do 12. If you have like the music on that just pumps you up, for some reason that music makes you be able, if your limit was 12 before, now for some reason it's 14. All right, so that is, I don't know, that's amazing that music can do that to you. Yeah, so I was saying contact them. They should sponsor you. If they do sponsor me, you have to remind everybody that Armin was endorsing Audible before they sponsored him. So he really means it. This is not because he's being sponsored. I think of my ex and I can work hard. Harder. Why?
Lost. They don't have free time to think anymore. Because
this is finally some legit criticism. I agree with this a little bit, tiny bit.
Because their lives are filled with sound. So the demons have immense.
Okay, it just went moronic right away.
Tools that they've never had before, and they're using them very effectively.
You can't control the music industry, but you can control yourself and your children. Let your soul and your mind be fed by Quran. Oh no, instead of music. Okay. If the alternative, if you're listening to music as an alternative to Quran, then yes, just keep listening to goddamn music. Forget Audible. Just listen to music. Save yourself. Stay away, as our prophet says, as our apostate prophet says, stay away from Islam. Stay away from Islam. AJ is saying, if you're a content creator who wants to be sponsored by Audible, you sign up with their program. That sounds like Susanna work. That's like sounds like Susie work. Yes, Susie work. But she's gonna tell me, well, Armin, if you want me to do this, then I have to. There's this other thing that is a higher priority, and if you want me to do this, then I have to stop doing these other things. Do you want me to stop doing those other things? Because I have limited time. I'm like, oh, okay, oh god. So now I have to pick like here, like Armin. Among these things am I doing? Which one of them do you want me to stop doing and doing this instead? It's a passive aggressive way of telling me that I need to do it myself. And I'm like, you think I don't have things to do as well? I have things to do as well. Okay. So I'm going to try to figure out. Okay, this is finished. Wait, is it finished? No.
يعزف على رؤوسهم بالمعازف. Musical instruments will be on their heads. How did he know about that?
Oh wait, there's a prophecy. There's a prophecy here. Muhammad said something. Oh, okay. So this is hadith. Is this hadith? This is Prophet Muhammad. Okay. Qala Rasulullah. Yes, this is Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi. Is this the chain of narration? I don't know. Okay, here's the English. As a sign of the end of times, Prophet sallallahu alayhi said, people among my nation will drink wine. No, calling it by other names, and musical instrument will be on their heads. Wow, guys, this is a prediction. Look at this. This is a reference to headphones. Islam proven. Guys, this is it. Pack it up. We've been defeated. How could Muhammad know this? There is no way. There's absolutely zero ways. There's no other imaginable explanation for this. There's nothing. There's no way. Muhammad figured this out. Muhammad knew this way ahead of his time. They didn't have headphones or anything in their head before, right? And he said people will have musical instruments on their heads. So this is true. Islam is true. Atheism destroyed. Islam won. Atheism 0. Let's shut down Atheist Republic. We lose. Islam wins. We lose. It continues and says, will cause the earth to swallow them up and will turn them into monkeys and pigs. How? Hey. It's looking pretty good for a prophecy for half a second. If you didn't read the entire hadith, it was like, yeah, like musical instrument in people's head. This sounds pretty accurate. Wow. How did Muhammad know that? I mean, if it just stopped there, it would have been so good. It would have been like, oof, guys, such a good prophecy. Wow. But then it had to continue, and will cause the earth to swallow them up and turn them into monkeys and pigs. Like, okay. Thank you, Muhammad. For being so ridiculous that for anybody to try to even pretend that you had an accurate prophecy, they had to ignore most of what you said, even in one hadith. Amazing. Exactly. Here. Yes, monkey is big. We're moving back to the Stone Age. Yes, AJ is also saying headphones. Yeah, actually, headphones are an instrument. Oh my God, headphones are an instrument. Headphones don't make music; they play it. I mean, instruments here is being used loosely as like a tool of music. I am saying no, Armin, don't sign up for Audible. I already have Audible. I love Audible. Guys, here's a question about this hadith. Okay, I'm not understanding this hadith. Do they turn into monkeys and pigs? So they will start drinking wine. They call it by a different name. Like this escalated very quickly. It started by like people among my nation, they drink wine. Like, ooh, okay. And they call wine something different than wine. Very weird detail to add here, but okay. And they will put music instruments on their head. Let's give it to them. Let's say instrument just means any tool that is used for music, okay? Like, oh, wait, that seems to be true. And then this where it escalates. The earth will open up and it will swallow them. And then they will turn into monkeys and pigs after they already been swallowed by earth. So are they like surviving this act of swallowing? Like the earth is swallowing them up. And then inside the earth, like when they're deep down in the belly of the earth, then they're like, do we have like underground monkeys and pigs that have been swallowed by earth after they listen to the music using their headphones? See how this is what they brag about as a source of intelligence, right? This is what they have. Like when they say like, Islam has prophecies, it must be that is so accurate. How could Muhammad be? This is what they have. This is what they're showing you as the sign of how right they are about things. This is their best. This is their absolute proof that Muhammad knew what was going to happen. And this is why the music is evil. This is the insanity we're dealing with. And this is what so many people around the world treat as a serious ideology, as a philosophy that explains the universe, our existence, and what we need to do, and where societies need to be heading. An ideology that has scripture that says people will put music on their head and they will turn into monkeys and pigs after they've been swallowed up by earth. Yeah, we're so far behind, guys. We're so far behind. Imagine all the opportunity cost. Yeah, they told us that the Big Bang Theory was already written in the Quran when I was a Muslim. Yeah, they told me the same thing.
Musical instruments will be on their heads. How did he know about that? That's what it says.
That's what it says. Proof.
I didn't make that up.
Muhammad actually, the guys, they think this is an actual miracle. Can you tell them about them turning into monkeys and pigs after they swallowed by earth part once they put the music instruments on their head?
It says they'll have ma'azif ala ru'usihim ma'azif.
Wow, look how this is such a definite proof of hadith being accurate prophecy. Some vague reference to having musical instruments on their heads.
On their heads are musical instruments.
Wow. This is what convinces them, guys.
Who would have known what that meant at the time of our Prophet ﷺ? But now we see it, all these people everywhere. Your mind is filled with their thoughts. You're not even yourself anymore. You're listening to Rihanna or Madonna or Haifa Wahbi or whoever the latest fashionable singer is. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالشيطان من الله الرجيم.
Allahumma balagh.
Allahumma billah.
Allah, God, Allah protect us, Allah. Anyways, that was very high production, eh? Like the editing on that. Guys, we need to become this good at some point with our videos. Why do these Islamic channels have such high budgets? Where are they getting? Is this oil money? No, I'm not. I can't click on links on StreamYards. On StreamYard, yeah. But anyways, I've been here for 2 hours, so I'm not gonna stay here any longer. Oof. Yeah, this is my phone telling me that I've been on for too long. So I'm gonna head out. It's been fun, chilling. I like these Patreon and member live streams. There's like it's chill. There's less people here. It's just cozy. It's with the Atheist Republic family. Not that many people involved. It's so much more fun, isn't it? You know, just chilling with the patrons and the members. All right. Cool. I don't know. Maybe do you guys think we should make these live streams we need to make I was thinking of making what you get with your patronage different from what you get with your YouTube membership. So that there's something that only YouTube members get and there's something else that only, because it's not fair. Right now only the patrons get the blasphemous art. And the members need to get something that the patrons don't get. So I was thinking maybe making these like member only live streams, make these exclusive to YouTube members, given that the patrons are getting the blasphemous art. Yeah, maybe these live streams should be like a member only thing, because the patrons are already getting the blasphemous art. Let me know what you think. How do you tell me what you think? In the comment of this video, okay? I'll check it later. But I'm going to talk to Susanna about it as well. Yes, I know this, Ian. Oh, yeah, I know. At least I know about the Flynn effect. The Flynn effect proves what I'm saying. The gap, the closing of the gap, and that means that the IQ. So you know that the gaps are the IQs are increasing significantly. Yeah, I know Hadith is written 50, 100 years, actually even more after Muhammad's death and alleged death. It was written in Hadith, so Muhammad was in one who wrote it. Yeah, well, okay, Muhammad was not even real, so of course he didn't write it. None of the stories are real. He didn't write it, he didn't even do any of those things. Muhammad, as we know, the person that led the Arabs out of whoever that some of these stories are based on, his name wasn't even Muhammad, probably. AGA saying, so Ian agrees with me, saying yes, please. AGA saying, I enjoyed the stream even though I was late. Nice. Check my message. Okay, thank you, Soha. Soha is always sending me useful stuff. Yes, but what I talk about is in the section end of progression. Okay, I don't know about it. That's too much detail for this stream right now. So now I know if I ever get interested, I would look into it. But now I know to be more skeptical, just based on what you're saying, I'm going to be a little bit more skeptical about how IQs have changed. That's a cat. There's a cat. All right, I'm going to go see what this cat has. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let me know what you think about making this member exclusive. If you're a Patreon and you're like, no, I want this, let me know also on Patreon. I mean, the patrons are getting so much blasphemous art without any censorship. So anyways, I noticed that most people that show up here are members. Anyways, it's not our patrons. So that's why I think our YouTube members are more interested in these live streams anyways. So we'll see. I'll talk to Susanna. All right, see you guys soon. Bye-bye.